A warm welcome back to Julgol News, your ultimate hub for everything Real Madrid. The former midfield maestro returns to his old stomping ground, not as a player, but as the man entrusted with restoring Real Madrid's tactical identity and European dominance. Alonso's arrival is more than a managerial appointment, it's symbolic. A figure who once embodied calm, control, and clarity in midfield now steps into the hot seat with the weight of Madridismo on his shoulders. After a mixed 2024-25 campaign that ended with silverware but exposed deep tactical fractures, the task ahead is daunting yet filled with promise. The pre-season buzz is palpable. Madridistas are eager to see how Alonso's tactical intellect, honed during his impressive spell at Bayer Leverkusen, will translate to the grand stage of La Liga and the Champions League. But for all the optimism, there's a quiet understanding: major work lies ahead. Real Madrid's squad, for all its talent, was often inconsistent last season. Moments of brilliance were frequently undermined by defensive lapses, midfield instability, and a curious lack of chemistry in attack, especially between marquee stars. Alonso will need to tackle these issues head-on if Los Blancos are to return to the summit of European football. The first order of business is tightening the backline, particularly when it comes to set pieces. Under Carlo Ancelotti, Madrid developed an unfortunate reputation for conceding from dead ball situations. Corners, indirect free kicks, even long throws, turned into panic-inducing scenarios. There was no shortage of individual quality in defense, yet somehow, the collective structure crumbled at crucial moments. In big matches, one lapse in concentration could, and often did, tilt the balance. Madrid paid the price in critical fixtures, where margins are razor-thin and errors unforgiving. Alonso must instill discipline and structure in these moments. At Leverkusen, his team showed remarkable organization during defensive phases, especially in handling aerial threats. He'll need to replicate that in Madrid, with a particular emphasis on communication, zonal coverage, and second ball awareness. Set-piece defending may seem like a small detail, but it often separates champions from contenders. If Madrid can eliminate these costly lapses, they could turn narrow draws into victories and avoid the gut-punch losses that haunted them last season. Then comes the issue of Madrid's attacking dynamic, or more precisely, the lack of synergy between Vinicius Jr and Kylian Mbappe. On paper, it's a partnership made in heaven. Blistering pace, elite finishing, and the flair of two global superstars. But on the pitch, the chemistry just hasn't clicked. The numbers are telling. Despite sharing over 3,400 minutes together, their passing exchanges were surprisingly sparse. A meager 15% of Vinicius' passes went to Mbappe, and vice versa. It wasn't just a statistical anomaly, it revealed a structural disconnect that muted their effectiveness. Alonso must now play the role of tactician and psychologist. How can he re-engineer their roles to complement each other? Will positional rotations help? Can structured give-and-go patterns or staggered starting positions reduce their tendency to crowd the same zones? Unlocking this duo's potential could be the key to Madrid's attacking evolution. Mbappe notched 44 goals last season, while Vinicius chipped in with 19 assists. These are elite numbers, but imagine the damage they could do in harmony, rather than isolation. Tactical refinement aside, Alonso must also address the heart of the pitch, an area that once defined Real Madrid but now feels adrift. The retirements of Toni Kroos and Luka Modric have left a creative and emotional void that no single player can replace. Last season, Madrid often struggled to dictate the rhythm of matches. Against high-pressing sides, their midfield wilted under pressure. Possession was squandered, transitions were sluggish, and the defense was exposed without a true shield in front of them. Alonso, a master conductor in his playing days, must now orchestrate a new midfield symphony. The components are there: Eduardo Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni, Jude Bellingham, each with immense talent but lacking collective harmony. Will Alonso stick with a traditional 4-3-3, or experiment with a 3-4-3 that offers better control and width? Either way, he needs to balance physicality with finesse and energy with elegance. Without that, Madrid's engine room will remain underpowered. A structured midfield won't just protect the backline, it will serve as the launchpad for Madrid's attack. With better build-up play and improved control in transitions, the front three can receive the ball in more dangerous positions, rather than chasing shadows. The challenge ahead is vast, but so is the opportunity. Real Madrid remains a club where only perfection is tolerated, but Alonso, with his footballing intellect and deep roots in the club's culture, may be the man to deliver it. One thing is certain, the 2025-26 season won't just be about results, it will be about rebirth. As training resumes and the season draws near, all eyes will be on Alonso. Can he fuse tactical discipline with Madrid's traditional swagger? Can he heal old wounds and write new chapters? Only time will tell. But in a city where legends are forged and expectations never sleep, Xabi Alonso'S journey is just beginning, and the stakes have never been higher.